I didn't start my college journey until I turned 23 years old, right around the time I was watching all my other friends graduate. Do I regret it? No, I don't. Here's why. I simply wasn't ready. I simply was not ready. When I graduated high school, like most people, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. But then I thought, hey, I'll take one semester of community college and see what's up. And then I got cancer, and that's when I took a step back. Long story short, I'm fine. I survived. It was tough, obviously, but it was an amazing growing experience that I'm ultimately grateful for. It showed me the value of life and how fleeting it can be. At this point in my life, I had been making music for a few years and thought maybe I'll try to make it a full-time thing. And I did. I gave it my best shot. I worked really hard at it, making videos and trying to show up to make music as much as I could every single day. I was honestly exhausted. I was also working full-time as an auto detailer during the day. I worked a few different jobs, pursued my hobbies, and found new ones. I learned a lot about myself and what I like and don't like. Fast forward 5 years, I'm 23 years old, and I'm starting to feel like I'm not as educated as I'd like to be. I didn't have a real career path going forward in front of me that I was excited about. And I started to think about what I was good at in school, and if there was anything there I could further develop or explore. I'll always love making music. I still make it today and always will. But I wanted to try something else, So I signed up for a semester at community college in the fall of 2022 with no expectations. But this time, something was different. I actually wanted to be there. I was okay with the fact that I didn't know what I wanted to do yet. I just knew I wanted to learn what that might be. I had to learn how to take notes again, to sit down and focus and finish a homework assignment or study for a test. It was honestly hard and my brain hurt a lot. I was flexing mental muscles that I haven't used in years. It was a big adjustment, but gradually it started to become easier and less taxing overall. I fell into habits that worked best for me and allowed me to succeed without burning out. I still made music and had time for other things, usually. Sometimes. And then I realized something. I'm actually doing pretty good. Not because I'm like super smart or anything though, but I was willing to ask questions and I was willing to humbly answer questions and get them wrong. I actually cared and was interested in what I was learning for the most part. And that curiosity and focus really allowed me to succeed beyond what I thought was possible for myself. It allowed me to put in the hours to genuinely learn the material rather than forcibly memorize everything. First, I tried pre-med, then psychology, and then computer science. They were interesting to me, but then I got accepted into NASA's NCAS program, which is the NASA Community College Aerospace Scholars Program. I got to learn about all the different engineering that NASA has done since its inception and what it plans for the future. I remembered how much I used to love the idea of space travel as a kid and just science in general, and how I used to build contraptions out of Legos for fun, just from watching YouTube videos. While I was taking the math and physics classes, I was like, oh yeah, I'm actually half decent at this stuff. Then it clicked, and that's when I knew I wanted to pursue engineering. Ever since then, my path has been more defined for sure. And sometimes I do wish I had gone back to school earlier, just so I was further ahead in my career. But honestly, if I had, I don't think I would have gotten the same opportunities or had the maturity to really buckle down and focus as much as I have. The takeaway is really that we're all on different paths. What works for me may not work for you. So there's really no use in fretting on the paths that others are on. It's all about where you are today in comparison to where you were yesterday. I'm back. It's been over a month since I recorded what you just watched. Me and my friend got a Minecraft server, so yeah, that pretty much explains it. I just finished editing what you just watched, and I wanted to add more onto it. I feel like I had more to say at the end. I kind of wanted to speak to anyone who is thinking about going back to college and isn't sure whether it's the right decision for them. Honestly, it is a big time commitment and money commitment. It's a commitment of funds. It is a big time and money investment. So taking the time to kind of figure out what you want to do first is worth it. And I'm glad, as you probably can tell from watching this video, that I'm glad that I did that. Honestly though, my advice is if you are interested in engineering, maybe try the trades first while you're still young. Going into HVAC or becoming an electrician or plumbing, anything that involves like hands-on work with actual systems. By the time I wanted to go back to school, I was a little older and I kind of wanted just to get going. I knew I kind of already had an idea of what I wanted to do, but I think having that extra hands-on experience is very valuable. There's one thing to understand something theoretically, but to actually have that hands-on experience. Not only do employers love that, but it'll teach you skills that you can only learn from working in the trades like that. So if you're young, maybe consider doing a trade, get your hands dirty, kind of build a work ethic, and also too, actually enjoying what you want to study is one of the biggest predictors of success in my opinion. I feel like anytime I see someone burning out or not being able to handle the workload, it's simply because they don't really want to be there. Or maybe they do, but they kind of just like, they're not like super into it. Just having that actual drive and curiosity to actually learn what you signed up to learn in school is extremely useful and will really carry you ahead in your studies. So it's been over a month and I just wanted to add that, and I'm gonna edit this in, and I wore the same shirt for continuity, but I already ruined it by telling you. My Minecraft base is pretty cool, so worth the hours. I'm also in the middle of taking 15 units at Cal Poly Pomona, so there's that. And I'm working part-time, so yeah. Gonna try my best to get these videos out. I'm getting acclimated, so I think that'll help a lot. I've kind of gotten my fill of Minecraft, so you need that every once in a while. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you found this useful. I hope it helps you. If it did, consider leaving a like and subscribing. You know the usual. If you want to listen to my music, I make music in the links in the description. And if you ever need help with anything, if you're young, and you want advice or looking for help, just hit me up. I'm happy to help. And yeah, have a good one.